Hello there. I have great news. I got my first subscriber. Victoria Bar! Victoria Bar! Woo! Let's go right into it. Number one, time does not heal. I've seen it's this belief by common people that, hey, you need to wait, this will pass. Not automatically. Many things they just don't just pass. The wounds remain. You need to directly address the problem. You don't need to let it dust over all the things that you encounter in your life. Thing does not heal things by itself. You need to encounter it, right? Second point. Not being able to break up with someone. Look, I've seen so many relationships between people that they don't respect each other anymore. And more than that, you need absolutely no reason to break up with someone. Reason, it's already a complicated thing to grasp. Just trying to explain your reasons to someone that they don't want to understand your reasons. They want uh, to have the things in their own way. Not in your own way, in their own way. They don't want to understand you. They just don't want to suffer. You need no reason to break up with them. If you feel like shit, break up with them. But you can't because it's hard. Because you are afraid what you are doing after. Maybe because you have things together, right? Like kids, that's a big one. Okay, I'm not touching that thing. Not, nothing. Let's say, but maybe you need to find a way to break up with someone that you are not doing well anymore. And it will surprise you that you're you're willing to break up, right? You're together with someone. You're willing to go and having space to go back, right? In your own safe space. This may heal the relationship. And you need no reason to just step back. Man, I just don't feel right. This doesn't feel well. I'm gonna just step back. And if you continue, I'll just break up. I'll just go and find someone else. Or maybe better alone. Free. Trying to impress your parents, it's really big, man. I've seen many people trying to impress their parents. I believe that I tried to impress my father too. You may have narcissistic parents. Your parents are not mature. Being an adult, it's a fake thing. Being an adult, it's a kid that passed time over it. It just aged. Your mother and your father, they are kids. They aged. You want to impress a kid? It would blow your mind in a literal sense when you realize that everyone that you see, they're just kids. They're babies. They're immature. They're toddlers. Look at them. Just open your eyes and look at them. Don't try to impress your parents. Listen to what they are telling you because you're a kid too. I'm talking about you too. You're a kid too. Watch my video about maturity and you will understand there what I mean with this. Not doing what you can with what you have. You cannot do anything with things that you don't have. And in order to achieve things that you don't have, you need to use things that you have. If you are not doing what you can, doing your best would be amazing, right? Doing the best would be the best choice. If you're doing the best with what you have, you will be one of the best. That's what they are doing. They are doing the best with what they have. Yeah, man, Denny, but I don't have a thing, man. I don't have my thing. I don't have many things. You have things that you are not, you're blind to them. You have capacity to learn. You say, no, I can't. You can. It's their mastery, right? It's a book, it's a short book, Mastery. I don't really remember who wrote this book. It's not this green, I'm sorry that I forgot his name. Someone wrote 48 Laws of Power. He have mastery. I'm not talking about that. I mean, that's a great book, read about it, but I'm not talking about that. It's another short book, Mastery, and there you will see that you can learn absolutely everything. It will just take time. Do your best with what you have. You have capacity to learn, you have capacity to love, you have capacity to understand, you have capacity to go and have 2 jobs. You have capacity to develop a business. You're just not aware of it. You do have it. I don't need to know you that I know that you can. It's possible. You just need to see it. And you being here and watching this kind of content, this you need to know that this is the way. This is your way. You are already winning. Wanting to be liked for who you are. This is a big one and a really extremely common thing in our days. I think it's here since ever. You need to understand that relationships are based on needs. If you want to master a relationship, you need to master human needs. If I'm here and I'm staying and I'm lazy and I stink and I don't take care of myself, I don't deserve to be liked. I deserve love. That's something else and completely other discussion. We do all deserve to be loved. If we all would be loved, world would be such a better place. I'm not talking about love, I'm talking about to be liked. If you are in a bad shape, if you are unhealthy, if you cannot even satisfy your own needs, then you will not gonna be liked, my friend, for who you are. No, don't confuse love with being liked. People will like you when you listen to them, when you're satisfying their needs, to be listened to, offer them attention. They are egoists, but you are too. Look inside and you may understand most of the people. Read some books, man. Not encountering hardship. Look, man, everything you want, it's on the other side of fear. Let me explain you this. You are sitting right now, on industrial quantities of fear. You're living in fear and you are sitting on fear all the time. You may not realize it. You may be too afraid to even accept the idea that may be true. Just thinking about it, it's fear. Exactly. That's the whole point. Let's say, then this, it's fear. And here it's you. The more you start to feel things that you're afraid. Fear is not out there. It's nothing outside this sensation of discomfort, of fear, of I need to go away. That is fear. That is the thing that you need to encounter. And everything you want is outside of this. Do you see? That is not a word game. It's literally outside of your own fear. And the more that you make this, right, bigger, right, you go more and more, make it bigger and bigger. This, it's courage. The more fear you encounter, the more relaxed you stay into your own fears. I'm not saying to encounter snakes from the get-go, but thinking about it. Feeling fear, a bit of fear, you need to lean into your fears. And I mean it. I'm so much on this point because it's that important. Be extremely patient with your fears and feel a bit of it every day. A bit of fear every day keeps the bad life away. Many of us, every person runs away from fear. They're paralyzed of fear. Don't be afraid of your own fears. Don't be afraid of fear. Don't be stuck in your own fears, man. and slowly encountering your fears, just slowly, it will leave space for courage. You don't need courage to encounter fears. It just doesn't work that way. If you are willing to relax yourself into your own sensations of being afraid, you will develop courage. And with that courage, the most attractive thing you will ever see in someone, and the most productive, and you will win. 7. Not knowing what do you want. You really think that if tomorrow the thing that you want comes into your face, right, comes here, and you will see it, and you don't know that that is the thing that you want and need, you cannot even have it. And more than that, is there this experiment where you see a video, right, a clip where people are posting the throwing with basketball to each other, like 10 15 people, right, and throwing the ball, and you need to count how many times the ball was passed from person to person, and in between them a man dressed in a gorilla comes and dance, and those people that it was this clip, right, and people were watching it, and you don't see the gorilla. You just don't see the gorilla because you're focusing on something else. You need to understand that your mind shows you just the things that you are searching for. It's such a mind-boggling thing that you are completely blind to the things that you are not willing to see, like the positive sides of things. I'm not saying that everything has a positive side, or you need to focus just on positive sides, or you need to focus on negative sides because they're there and you need to repair them. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you are given to see things that you want to see. You need to understand what do you want and what do you need in order to obtain what do you want. Let's have a short discussion about want. It's want, and it's many times under this want, it's a feeling. Acceptance, attention, many other things, but this is a short brief going through once because I want to do another clip about it and more nuance and more in detail. And then it's what you need in order to obtain what you want. See, you don't receive what you want, and I strongly believe that once you know what do you want, this mind, you live in a big mind, if you want to accept it or not. You are maybe afraid of being seen by people like you're crazy. That's fear. It's absolutely fear. This is bigger than you ever imagined. It's industrial quantities of fear there that paralyze your life. And you may be afraid to understand, to accept that you live in a big mind and everything do you want. I strongly believed, and somehow I had so many proofs, and I was too afraid to pursue further. I had other things to do in that moment, and fair enough. You living in a big mind and knowing what do you want, they appear. It's I am afraid of it. They appear, they just appear, they create it somewhere. I don't know how. I don't want to understand how, but it works. And I'm encouraging you to try it. Try it. If you don't believe it, just try it. Take a sheet of paper, write, and write what do you want? And what do you need to obtain that thing? Because I want a G-Wagon. And what do I need? It's money. And I need opportunities to make money. You see? And you'll say, yeah, man, Danny, but come on, this is my work. They don't. Really? You don't. This will get a lot of help. You'll get a lot of help from this big mind for you to obtain what do you want. And going towards what do you want, from need to want, this thing right here, it's such a this is fulfillment. You feel amazing. You get all the dopamine that you need. this thing, when you touch this thing, you don't need to drink alcohol anymore. Don't need to do drugs anymore. This is, what do you want? You'll have here everything you want. And I swear to you that this is a big mind, and you will achieve everything you want, because they will just give it to you if you are willing to fucking try.